Hi, good morning students. It's me Tabshir sir. Now we can discuss the another property of integers, commutative property. Okay, in your previous class we discussed about closure property. What do you mean by closure property? If the numbers and the result are included in integers. Okay, now we can discuss about commutative property. Okay, the second property, commutative property. It means if we add any two numbers, first we consider positive integers. 5 and 3 are example for positive integers. Then if we add 5 plus 3, we get the answer 8. Or if we add in the reverse order, 5 plus 3 by 3 plus 5, we get the same answer 8. Okay, it means if we add in any order 5 plus 3 or 3 plus 5, we get the same answer. In the same way, if we add any two types of integers, we get the same answer. We can see that first we consider two negative integers, minus 8 and minus 9. How can add two negative integers? We add the numbers and put the sign of negative. 8 plus 9, 17, and put the sign of negative, we get minus 17. Okay, now in the reverse order, minus 9 plus 8, it's just opposite to minus 8 plus minus 9, minus 9 plus 8. The same way, if we add two numbers and put the sign of negative, 9 plus 8, we get the answer 17, and sign of negative, we get the same answer minus 17. In both cases, we get the same answer. Okay, now next example, first one is negative integer and second one is positive integer. Then how can add positive and negative? We subtract the numbers and put the sign of bigger number, minus 6 plus 10. We subtract the numbers, 10 minus 6, we get 4, and which is bigger number, 6 or 10? 10. The sign of bigger number is positive, then we get the answer 4. Okay, in the just opposite or reverse order, 10 plus minus 6. Okay, this is just opposite to minus 6 plus 10. So opposite is 10 plus minus 6. In the same way, positive and negative integer. Then how can add? We subtract the numbers and put the sign of bigger number. 10 minus 6, we get this answer 4. Okay, in all cases, in addition, we get the same answer. One more. In all cases, 5 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 5. We get the same answer. In the same way, if we add two negative integer, we get the same answer. In the reversing order, we get the same answer absolutely. Now we can say that addition is commutative for integers. In general, for any two integers a and b, consider any two types of integer, positive, negative or positive, or both of them are negative, we get the same answer. It means in general, consider any two integers a and b, we get a plus b is equal to b plus a. 5 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 5. Okay, minus 8 plus minus 9 is equal to minus 10 plus minus 8. We get the same answers. Okay, now we discussed about, okay, now in subtraction commutative property, in consider any two integers. First we take as positive integers 5 and 3. If we subtract 5 minus 3, we get the answer 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. You know that. Then in the reverse order, 3 minus 5. What is the answer? 3 is a positive integer and 5 is a negative integer. Then how can subtract? We subtract the numbers and put the sign of bigger number. 5 minus 3 is 2 and bigger number is 5. The sign of bigger number is negative. We get the answer minus 2. Okay. Now we consider a positive and negative integer. How can subtract 5 minus minus 3? Okay, it is a law. A minus minus b is equal to a plus b. It means two negatives are come together, it become positive. 5 minus minus 3. We get 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3 is 8. Now in the reverse order, minus 3 first, it's just opposite to minus 3 minus 5. Minus 3 minus 5. Both of them are negative integers. It is just opposite to 5 minus minus 3 is minus 3 minus 5. Then both of them are negative integers. Then how can calculate? We add the integers and put the sign of negative. 3 plus 5 is 8 and put the sign of negative. We get minus 8. Once more, if we consider 5 and minus 3, 5 is a positive integer and 3 is a negative integer. Okay, two negatives are come together, it become positive. We get answer 5 plus 3 is 8. But in the reverse order, minus 3 first and 5 is second. Minus 3 minus 5. Then how can subtract two integers, negative integers? We add the integers and put the sign of negative. We get the answer minus 8. Minus 8 is not equal to 8. Both of them are entirely different answer. 8 is not equal to minus 8. It means commutative is not satisfied in this case. Okay, the last case, two numbers are negative integers. If we subtract minus 6 minus minus 10, two negative become positive. Minus 6 plus 10. How can add minus 6 plus 10? Negative and positive. How can add? Subtract the numbers. 10 minus 6 is 4 and bigger number is 10. Sign of bigger number is positive. We get the answer 4. But in the reverse order, minus 10 minus minus 6. Minus 10 minus minus 6. Two negative become positive. We get minus 10 plus 6. Negative integer and positive integer. Then how can calculate? We subtract the numbers and put the sign of bigger number. 10 minus 6 is 4 and bigger number is 10. The sign of bigger number is negative. We get minus 4. 4 is not equal to minus 4. Okay, both cases we get entirely two different answers. 4 is not equal to minus 4. Then we can say subtraction is not commutative for integers. Once more, addition is commutative for integers and subtraction is not commutative for integers. Okay, it's clearly in these examples. If we consider first example 5 minus 3, we get the answer 2. But in the case of 3 minus 5, we get answer the minus 2. 2 not equal to minus 2. They are two entirely different answer, which means subtraction is not commutative for integer. Okay, thank you students. And you take more examples for integers and verify this theorem. And now if you have any doubt in this section, please contact me personal. Just one thing, if we add two number 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, in the reverse order 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. But in this case of subtraction is not possible. Okay, commutative is satisfied in addition and is not subtraction. Okay, thank you.